Hey everybody! Sorry about the time change. I was gonna have it at 1, and then I said, you know what? I keep finding out more information about the person we're gonna be talking about and all the grimy moves. I said I better wait a little bit and make sure a few more people know about it, get more hands on deck here. Because after what happened last night to a fellow YouTuber, which I'll get to, I figured maybe I should wait for some more moderators. Because this is crazy, you guys. This is crazy. Okay. Now, let me just go on and say hello to everybody before I start telling you how ridiculous this is. Rev Rick, Petty Cake. I like your name, Petty Cake. I don't know if you like me. You said, wow, really? Really? Really about Chris? Yeah, really, really. Rev Rick, Aries Fire. I'm an Aries Fire too. I'm straight fire, and I'm an Aries, yep. Joe Smith, Charlie Hunt, Kira, my Shermar here, Blazer Fan, Plutorific, Bad Art Tangent, Bohemian Babs, Jackalope Herdmaster. I like that. Jennifer Falk, hello. Bad Art Tangent, Stacy, Lizzie. All right, I could read these names all day, but you guys, I'm happy that you're here with me, right? I know this is like really short notice. I know that I sometimes come out of left field with my live streams, so I appreciate you all for being here, especially my moderators, because, I think I might need you guys. I just might. But, guys, stop the madness. I love stop the madness. Stop the madness. I love that. I know a couple of my subscribers who were like, dude, I'm glad that he showed up for your stream that day. I really like that dude. I like his channel. I'm like, I knew you would, because you know why? You know why people like Stop the Madness crime news? Because real recognize real, and he's hella familiar. He is. So I think that's why you guys like him. He's a good dude. He's easy to listen to. He's not. I keep telling you guys, I like people on YouTube who don't put on their work hat and don't put on an act when they talk to you, which I know there's plenty of channels like that, and I understand why some channels have to be like that, but he's not like that. I could listen to him forever. I mean, he tells a great story, so check him out if you haven't. Definitely. I know quite a few of you enjoyed his channel. So CM is a bully in my opinion. Well, here's the thing, you guys, right? When I did my stream the other day, or was it like, I say the other day, it was like 2 weeks ago, okay? I always say the other day. About 2 weeks ago, I had a stream. Remember, guys? And I said to you guys, I'm like, I don't know. He got his channel taken away, which, by the way, Chris from the interview room, that's who we're talking about today. He got his channel back, okay? So he's back now, which is shocking to me, because usually when people get their channels taken, they usually don't get it back, right? But nevertheless, a couple people let me know in my comment section on my last video that he was back. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I was like indifferent to it. I'm like, whatever, because like I told you guys before, I didn't think he was like a bad guy. I didn't think he was this horrible monster like some people were painting him out to be. But I can't help but notice, right? I can't help but notice that quite a few people were like, AZ, you don't know him. You don't know the whole story. You don't know all the grime this dude has done. You just don't know. And I was like, you're right. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I was just kind of looking at it from a surface level, like, oh, is this it? Like this, it's wrong. I don't agree with what he did. And I still don't agree with what he's doing. Because let me tell you something, okay? Remember when... Now, we talked about this in my first video, which he struck, by the way, but it's false. YouTube basically laughed in his face and told him, haha, no, this copyright strike is not valid, sir. Okay? So have a seat, Mr. McDonough. Have a seat. Okay? There's one thing I don't like on YouTube. I don't like, and I have no tolerance for other people who try to silence people because they don't like what they say. That's one thing I'll never be okay with, right? I don't like people that do that go, oh, they don't agree with what I'm saying, I better strike their video. Oh, they don't like me, better strike their video. No. You don't do that. You don't. That's one surefire way to make all of your fellow creators dislike you off the rip, okay? Because unless you have a valid reason to strike someone's video, like let's say they uploaded your content and didn't put any, creative twist on it or didn't do any commentary, they were just restreaming your stream. Okay, yeah, maybe that's okay, yeah. But to strike people over things that don't even exist, I think you're salty, sir. Sir, I think you're salty. I think you're mad that, you have this like army of people who are like, I don't know, boomers like you maybe. I'm not quite sure. I haven't figured it out. Some people, maybe they were like me. Maybe they were like me and they didn't understand the level of deceit that you maneuver by, right? Maybe they didn't see it. Maybe they will. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but they will. Sir, they will. You don't strike people's videos for false reasons. You just don't do that on YouTube. It's wrong on so many levels. I cannot tell you how many people have made videos about me. I've never even considered striking them. You know why? Because I have bigger balls than you, Mr. McDonough. And if you can't handle somebody disagreeing with you, then maybe the big bad internet isn't for you, dude. Maybe not. Maybe you should just, I don't know, watch Barney or something and not stream on the internet, because there are going to be people who don't like you. Like I say all the time, you can do everything right, and there will be people who don't like you. I could plant tulips with a sundress on and sing happy songs, and somebody would be like, I don't like the soil you're using for your tulips. So like Stacy said, I don't like the color of the tulip. There's always going to be somebody out there who does not like what you say and do, sir. And the sooner you realize that on the internet, the better off you'll be. All right, Boomer? Because you going around striking people because you don't agree with what they say? No. Not even, no. Stacy here. Yes, not another housewife is here. Thank goodness, because I really want to get into her story. That she was part of the reason why I went, I got to pump the brakes on my stream maybe a little bit, get some more moderators up in here, because you're not going to believe what happened to her last night. But Stacy, hello, you can silence people you don't like. Hit the 3 dots and tell YouTube not to suggest them to you. Problem solved. No need to deplatform people. Can I get it? Amen. Thank you, Stacey. You're absolutely right. People forget about that handy dandy block button, right? They forget about it. They really do. And some people have egos that are just so ginormous that they cannot wrap their stupid little brains around the fact that not everybody's going to agree with them, okay? And if you think that what I did warranted I didn't even show your content. You guys, I'm going to just show you straight. Okay. While I'm looking for this copyright strike that I got today, or was it yesterday? I got it yesterday. We're going to get into what happened to not another housewife. Okay. So before my stream right here, I went looking for not another housewife stream because I know she was going to do one last night, right? I ended up falling asleep. I didn't make it to her stream, and I wish I did. But guess what, guys? She had a stream talking about how he's trying to do the same thing to her, silence her, and guess what happened? Remember how I always say, you got to show me who you are backstage because, I don't want to get P-bombed. Well, apparently, I'm going to let her come tell her story if she wants, but her stream got P-bombed by Chris or his posse or whatever, we can't say for sure it's him, but it's his people, because that's what the good guys do, right? Let me tell you something. Before I was ever T-Spiracy, I streamed with the Masshole Report. I've told you guys this a million times, right? And there was a couple dirty criminals, okay? Because we covered criminals doing criminal activity, and some of the criminals would go ahead and P-bomb people, right? But aren't you supposed to be on like the other side of that, the McDonough crowd? Aren't you guys supposed to be like, not the bad guys, not like the criminals, not do stupid things like that, and bomb people's live streams? Grow up, really, grow up. So let me go over to my Gmail here. And I was nice to Chris, you guys. I wasn't even bad, right? I was like, look, don't agree with what he did. I don't think he's a bad guy. And he still struck me. So I can't imagine the people that were out there dragging him, what he must be doing in their YouTube channels, right? Grow some balls, dude. You should know better than to do this. So let me show you this, guys. We're going to talk about this because this is just not okay. Okay? Ooh, you know what? I have to not show his email though, so I don't think I'll be able to show you guys the whole thing because I don't want to accidentally scroll by his email because he'll be like, oh my god, she's trying to dox me or something. So I gotta be careful here. What you are looking at here is a copyright takedown request, right? Received from my YouTube video. Now, as you'll recall in my YouTube video I did where I was literally nice to the dude, basically just was like, hey, he lost his account. I let other people talk. I let other people come up and say how they felt about him. I never showed his content. I never showed his content. Not for a single second. Nope, no sorry. He even had me second guessing myself. Like, shit, did I show his content? I must have. I must have showed it because he sent me a copyright, you guys. I must have, right? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Because this is what people like this do. They gaslight you. They get you thinking you did something wrong when really you didn't, okay? So, because I have to be careful here and not show his email address, even though it's public, I know it's public because I've heard and seen him give it out before. Let me take this off for 1 second and just scroll down so I can show you what this dummy filled out on here because this is stupid. Stupid. Okay. All right. So, I'm gonna scroll right past where his email is. Okay. Now I fixed it. Now I can put it back. All right. So he gives his name at the top. He checks off the little handy dandy boxes, right? Yup, I know. I acknowledge that if I knowingly misrepresent this whole striking thing, that I could be held liable. I understand that this is, check anything to shut them up, right? He checked off all those boxes under penalty and perjury, sir. Penalty and perjury. Yup. Penalty and like right hand to God type stuff. He said, yup. He put his hand up. Yup. Yes, sir. Yup. I'm telling the truth. He said, I am telling the truth. I could be held liable for lying. I understand. Yada yada. Right. But he must not understand because he's Boomer McStriker and Boomer McStrikerson. I don't know. I haven't settled on a name yet. In due time. Anyways, so it says, I took his artwork. Oh, that's funny. That's funny because I'm an artist, Chris McDonough. I don't need to steal your artwork, sir. Okay? Chris McDonough, portrait photo in quotations, owned by the interview room with Chris McDonough. Right? Type of artwork, photo. Okay. Is it artwork, photo? Which one is it? Copyright? Is it DMCA? Sir, are you confused? Because, you filled out the wrong form, if so. And furthermore, this ain't a selfie, okay? And it's on the World Wide Web, so I don't know. I think you're lost. Do you have a handler, sir? Because you need help. You do. I'm officially not okay with you. I think that you are a dirty man, and I have seen what you have done to anybody who tries to speak against you. You try to silence them, and you are the worst kind of person on YouTube. The worst. The worst of the worst do that. Under penalty and perjury says that I have a custom thumbnail. Isn't that like an oxymoron ass excuse if you ever heard one? T-Spiracy made a custom thumbnail with my artwork. Well, is it custom or not? Because if it's custom, doesn't that mean like I made it and shit? Are you lost? This is not how this works. This is not how any of this works. Not even a little bit. Okay? You need help. You need to reevaluate the terms of service because you obviously don't know what bullying is. You obviously don't know what violent false claims is. You are lost, sir. And it seems like the more time that goes by, the more lost you become. You should be counting your lucky stars that you got your account back. Now you want to come out here and act like this to your fellow creators? Why? Because you don't like what they say? Now, by Chris's logic, just like Kay Baxter said yesterday, because yes, he struck her too, Kay Baxter. So not only not another housewife, Kay Baxter, oh, there's more. There's more. And by his logic, you guys, by Chris's logic, if I used his photo in my custom thumbnail, let's take a look at his channel, just like Kay Baxter did, because it's such a great idea to show you the audacity of this man. Yeah. So hold up here. Let me remove that. Actually, I have somebody else here called Voices Behind the Wall. What I would like to do here is I'd like to play Voices Behind the Wall short video, and then I want to ask is she still here, not another housewife? If she would like to come on and tell us what happened last night. So we'll do that first, because you know me, I like to get all ahead of myself and get all, fired up, and then I get lost, and then I'm like, what are we doing again? All right, so let me show you this video, because then I started looking for other people. I'm like, oh, okay, so we have Kay Baxter, me, not another housewife. There's got to be more, I said to myself. There's got to be more, right? Where there's smoke, there's fire. So let's take a look here. Let me
Okay, sorry guys. I was late because I had to put in a counter because Chris McDonough did a copyright strike on me. However, he did so on content that he doesn't even own, so it's not going to go through. I think he just wanted.
He tried to copyright strike her for content that he doesn't even own. Like, what?
My personal information, but personal information. However, he did so on content that he doesn't even own, so it's not going to go through. I think he just wanted my personal information, but
Yep. That's what people. Oops, sorry. That's what the Chris McDonoughs of the YouTube streets do. They strike you not just because they don't like what you're saying. They strike you because they know, and you guys who are just subscribers wouldn't know this because you don't need to know this, right? This is the grimy part of being a YouTube creator, okay? They know if they strike you and you don't follow through with what they want and you want to fight it, you have to hand over your name, your phone number, your address, and all this personal information, right? You have to hand that over. And then we all know how that goes, right? The dude gets confused with Twitter accounts who like to go outside. So if he gets them people all wound up and ruins their life, what's he going to do to somebody when he really does know who you are? You know? This is terrifying. And Blazer, I'm glad you brought this up, right? Because above all else, we got to remember this man was a detective. If he can't act right on the YouTube streets and follow through with, filing forms out the correct way, because let me tell you, it's not that hard. It's really not. It's very, very cut and dry, self-explanatory. Now, Blazer fan says, I wonder how many people he railroaded when he was a detective. That's a wonderful, wonderful question. If he didn't like my last thumbnail, he's really not going to like this thumbnail. Just saying. Okay? I really don't think he's going to like this one. And this is definitely not your artwork, sir, because last I checked, you had no clowns of yourself. You weren't dressed up as a clown anyway, so don't try to pull that with me. No, sir. And guess what? And this has happened to me before. I had a young man who shall remain nameless because he's that irrelevant and that nondescript, try to take my channel down. And he sent strike after strike after strike on my channel. And if you get 3 of them, you get your channel taken away. You know what I had to do, you guys? I had to seek out legal counsel because I was so terrified by this man and his unstable behavior, okay? I'm not talking about Chris. I'm talking about somebody else that almost took my channel down, came very close to taking my channel down. I had to seek out legal representation to fill out the form for me so I didn't have to hand this crazy dude my address. Because I did not want him showing up at my house and asking for some tea time, okay? That was not okay with me. And that's what they do. They know, Chris McDonough probably knows in the back of his head that this girl, this Voices Behind the Wall girl, don't want to hand over her personal information, especially with his reputation at this current time, right? Why would she? She wouldn't, right? So when that happened to me and I had to save my channel and I didn't want to give the crazy guy I was dealing with my information, I had to literally pay hundreds of dollars because I did not want to give my information away. And this is a problem with YouTube, okay? This is a problem because if you're having an issue with somebody, what in God's name, why would you want to give them your address and your phone number and your legal name, your government name? You know what I mean? Your government name. And he's doing it to all these smaller channels, Danny. You're right. Danny says he's even striking little channels with less than 100 subs. They are saying the fans thing you just said. He's doing it to get their information. Right. He wants their information because he's a psycho. In my opinion, the man is unhinged. The more I found out about him, the more I realized that shoot, I shouldn't even leave that video up because I gave him the benefit of the doubt. And I don't think he's unhinged just because of this whole copyright thing. I think he's unhinged because people started sending me stuff in droves, in troves, in piles, in stacks of stuff that he has done in the past. And I said to myself, self, you got this man twisted. He is not well. He is a little bit extra, and I think that you gave him the benefit of the doubt. That's what I said to myself. And then yesterday comes along, and I get a strike. Now, by Chris's logic, right? He should have a strike on every single video he's ever done because guess what? He uses people's pictures all the time. All the time. Let's take a look actually. Let's look at Chris's logic here. Okay? Let's just look at it. Because, you know, if you're going to hand it out, you should be able to take it, right? So here we go. Let's go to his channel. Now, let's go to his videos. Okay. Just like K-Baxter did. I love K-Baxter for this one. Excuse me. Did Don Wells give you the permission to use his photo, Chris? Did he? I don't think he did. Nope, I don't think he did. I don't think he did. What about, let's see here, Lori Vallow? Nope, I don't think she did. Nope. Larry Millette, whoever that guy is. All these people you have in your thumbnails, Chris. Susie Morphew's stepbrother. I mean, I could just go on and on. Like, do you think that these people signed a paper to allow Chris McDonough to use their photo? Do ya? Chris, do you have proof that these people in your thumbnails don't own these copyrighted images? Because they're all, let me tell you something, Boomer. If it's out in the World Wide Web, right? And it's a photo that does not qualify for a copyright strike. If Don, let's just say per se, I'm just throwing it out there. If Don had a selfie of himself, right? And Chris used it for a thumbnail. Like, there is some kind of DMCA takedown request that you can do if it's a selfie. I know because I have watched somebody do it before and successfully get their photo taken down, and I was mind blown. I'm like, I didn't even know about that, right? There's all kinds of little wiggle room, but he don't even know what a copyright strike is, so that's a little bit much for him. But you can't say that you can do it and no one else can, right? So you can use people's photos, but nobody can use yours though. And then let's look at my thumbnail. Let me just remind you guys about what it even looked like, right? Because we know what it looks like now. Boomer McStrikey with the red nose, right? It was this red one. I hate how when you click on it, it makes the video like work and start talking. And I just want to show the frickin' thumbnail. Of course it's gonna do that, but anyways. I put my own creative twist on it, right? I did. And that means that you can't strike me, sir. You can't. It's just not how it works. So now sorry. YouTube is lagging on me. I don't know why. Anyways, is not another housewife still here? I want to hear what she said about sorry guys. I don't know what happened. You lost me for a second. I apologize. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm glad you're here. Do you have a second to call in? Because I would love to hear about what happened last night, and I think the world should know at this point. Um, Here you go. Come on up. Step right up. And even though it's you and you're telling me it's you, I don't trust nobody right now. So if you could just give me a little wave in the background if you don't want to show your face. Because I ain't getting peen bombed. Nope. Tony, I don't know who you are. I'm sorry. You can't come in, Tony. I don't know who you are. And because body parts are getting thrown around and people's streams are getting taken down. Wow, okay, I don't know these. Oh, I already have people trying to come on that I don't know who they are. Hello, not another housewife. How are you today?
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing good. I probably don't have that long because my kids might start going crazy, but
I know how that goes. I get it. Thanks for coming on anyway. So I went looking for your stream because I was going to talk about it, right? And it wasn't there. And I'm like, where'd it go? So I go to your community tab, right? And I'm like, oh my God. And I start reading on Twitter. So go ahead, tell us what happened.
Yeah, so I ended up privating it because we weren't able to get rid of all the nasty comments before I had to end it. I had to end my stream twice. I went live to talk about him striking my video. And what's interesting is the video of mine that he struck was a sneak peek of the series I have coming about him, and the first episode is about his time as a detective and all his shady behavior.
Interesting.
So I got an email saying that I had 7 days to take the video down, or I was going to get a copyright strike. I was like, are you kidding me? His content was nowhere in that video. It was clips of news and interviews and stuff from all over YouTube that were not from his channel.
So you had, I think I saw it. It was just clips of past stuff of his, and you were kind of given like a trailer, right? It was like a trailer. So it wasn't even from his channel, and he thought that he somehow had power over that. Are you kidding me?
I know. So then when I went live, usually my lives are pretty chill. Like I get a troll here and there, but like I have a few mods, and like I didn't really think I had to worry about it. All of a sudden, the comments, there was like hundreds of them. They must have used a bot or something because there was hundreds and hundreds of comments saying the N word, the F word, like all kinds of nasty words. There was like pictures as the profile picture, and it would not stop. I added a few mods and they were trying to get rid of the comments, but it was so bad. Like it was hundreds and hundreds of comments coming in at once. Crazy.
Have myself on mute, of course. I've never seen that happen. That's crazy. So you literally got bombarded with that. So because they were using such foul language and stuff, and you would have had to erase a million comments, and you were just like, I'm just going to private this. Is that exactly what happened?
Yeah, pretty much. Because a lot of them got deleted, but I had to end it, and they were still in there, and it was just like too offensive to just leave it up. So I privated it, and there wasn't much that I said in there anyway. Pretty much as soon as I got on, it was getting bombarded with trolls. I didn't even have a chance to talk about anything.
I was under the impression from something I saw on Twitter that you got P-bombed. That somebody like
not on.
That someone called in your panel and did something. That's the impression I got reading some of that stuff on Twitter.
No, I didn't have anybody up on panel. It was just in the chat. Like the profile, somebody's profile picture had like a dick, and it was just what they were saying in the chat, but not on panel. No.
Wow. Was that right at the beginning of your stream, or was that after a little while? I'm curious.
It was like within 5 minutes. The first time I went live, I had literally just started talking, and it happened, and I couldn't figure out how to put on subscribers only mode, so I ended it, and I went live again. I still couldn't figure it out, and then it happened again within like a minute of the second time it went on.
So whoever did it, right, knew you were going live, and they were ready go.
Yeah.
They had that bot stuff all set up in advance. Like, these are the kind of people that think this man is somehow, I don't know, worthy of being defended like this. This is disgusting that somebody would do that to your stream. I'm sorry to hear that. Like I said, I was looking forward to watching it, and I couldn't.
I know, and I had it scheduled for like 7 hours in advance, so they definitely knew that I was going live.
Yeah, and that's crazy, dude. All right, now I have a better understanding of what happened. I thought you had someone come up on a panel and then a body pocket shown, because I've seen that go on before. But that's just as bad. When your chat goes like that, you can still get in trouble, you know.
Right. So that did happen to somebody. I think the channel, The Vault, was putting a warning out that somebody was porn bombing with CP. Yeah.
Oh,
thank God that didn't. Yeah, and the Vault
happened, but it wasn't to you. Oh, okay, maybe that's why I got that confused then. That's a dirty old trick. Like I said, I've dealt with criminals who have done stuff like that just out of spite, right? And those are the only people I've ever seen do it. But that's pretty grimy, man. I'm sorry that happened, especially when you're new like this. Like I'm still kind of newer too, right?
Yeah.
If I were you at how many people because you just hit like what did you get 2,000 2,500? You just had some kind of celebration, right? Yeah, and of course, like you're under pressure and you're like, oh my god, how do I put it on subscriber only? Like I know what that's like, because you get like stuck and you're like, what do I do? Like if you want me to show you later how to do it, because I literally just learned how to do it because I never knew how to do it either, but I'll show you, because that's crazy, man.
Yeah, I was so frazzled, and I just started getting like a lot more people in my chat. So I was like, I don't know what to do. It was so crazy.
Yeah, it really stinks when that happens. I know. I've been there, girl. So I'll help you with that if you need it. I'm always down. I don't know much, but I still like to help people. So if you want me to show you that later, I can send you a link to StreamYard private, and I can just show you on the screen real quick, so you know. But that's grimy, man. Hey, are you still gonna follow through with your Chris series?
Oh, for sure. He is not shutting me up. That's for sure. I'm just gonna be extra careful.
That's what I like to hear. Never let him win, right? Never let him win.
He's
all right. Well,
shady.
thanks for. Yeah, he is shady, and I think I left your channel link in my description too, guys. If anybody has not already subscribed to Not Another Housewife, she does. She has a whole series coming on the dude. So I mean, he obviously don't want it out there. Whatever it is, maybe you want to know about it. Maybe you want to go subscribe to her so you don't miss it. Okay.
Thank you. Thanks for having me up.
All right. Yeah. Anytime. All right. I'll talk to you later.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. I forgot to put my headphones on, you guys. Like, I hope I wasn't echoing too bad. I tried to put it on mute. I have two people backstage. I have a Kira and a Mario. And you guys sub to her? Good. I haven't seen them. So Kira, if you're backstage, okay, there you are. All right. I'll put you up, Kira.
Okay.
Hello, Kira.
I'm definitely not showing you how I look.
That's okay.
Listen, I want to give Not Another Housewife a big shout out, because it was pretty crazy last night, and she still tried to make it work. I was pretty impressed.
Oh, you were there? Did you see it at all, or no?
Oh my gosh, the whole, it was like, you couldn't even see anything that was going through the feed. You know what I mean? And then it was just like letters and symbols, and then at one point it was like, started spelling out penis and some other just really kind of grody things. Yeah, those McDonoughs are really trying to come after and like punish everybody for what he did, which I think is crazy. But what I did want to talk to you about is that with all of this attention that's being paid to the Gabby and the Summer, that there's a lot of stories that are going untold. And one of the people, I think Cher is one of them. I don't always agree with her, but her and a couple other, what's the girl with the tinfoil hat? Do you know who I'm talking about?
There's a girl with a tinfoil hat. I would remember that. I don't know that.
She does like a lot of conspiracies, and Jasmine, something or other. Noor Jasmine is her name. Anyway, what they're doing is they're doing something called Murder in My Backyard, and what they're doing is looking for murder cases or missing children of things that aren't getting any attention, and they're trying to sue. While everybody's sitting there watching the laundries, mow their lawn, maybe sort of starting to bring out more true crime that's not getting that kind of level of attention. And I think it's kind of a really neat challenge. And I sort of just wanted to put it out there to see if people had feedback and things like that. because I feel like we've done a huge disservice to all the other missing children that are going on right now. Because everybody wants that buck that's going to follow them. And I think Chris McDonough was like the perfect example. I mean, what has he really done? He hasn't caught anybody for Summer Wells. He hasn't done anything for Suzanne Morphew, nothing for Gabby, nothing for Orson Welles. It just seems like he's riding this wave, and everybody's like elevated him to some sort of status that he just frankly doesn't deserve. I'm a little bit kind of embarrassed for him, especially as much as I've learned. And Nomadic Trek was like given some serious stuff, you know what I mean? But he stuck with it, and now he's spending his time elevating positive channels, smaller channels. I mean, I don't always agree with some of these people, but I mean, he threw up one of Charlotte's videos. I understand, but you know, and I just was really, really impressed with how he took that and with the grace that he took that. Am I talking too much?
No, you're not talking too much. I just have to leave myself muted when you talk because I don't have my headphones and I don't want it to echo. But no, it's not you. I was trying to think where my headphones are because I can't remember where I put them. But yeah, I feel like he has too. Now, I don't like the people who say like, oh, all he had to do was tell Chris who he was or call the FBI. No. He don't need to do nothing. He never did need to do nothing, okay? He don't need to prove any. First of all, you can't prove a negative, dude. If it ain't him, he ain't him. Second of all, you know, the people that came at him like that are just crazy. If you find somebody on Twitter who likes to go outside, and like I said earlier in one of my early streams, if you look hard enough, anything can be there. Do you know what I mean? Like, did it sound like it could be Brian? Yeah. But a million people could have sounded like that if you really looked hard enough, right? So that's messed up. He owes that dude an apology to this day, right? What really
struck me about it was the similarity between Chris McDonough and the way he handled himself and our beloved KJ and the way she handles herself. There's no apology. There's no accountability. There's never this, I'm going to admit that I've done something a little untoward or whatever, but I'm sort of like, I mean, there's some really crazy nuts over there. You know, Benny was a little kind of out of it. But these people like were raw and they were real and they're on the ground trying to do stuff. And for me, I just felt like this was I'm so disappointed with how many subs both of those people have, the way that they run themselves. And Chris has a pedigree, but he's been, as far as I'm concerned, an asshole his entire career, you know? They're not the people that I would want to represent what we're doing here. Does that make sense?
No, I understand. And yeah, I think he has a lot of people on his channel, and he has a lot of, you know, followers and subscribers, because you see somebody like him who's been a detective, right? And who comes across as like your average American dad or grandpa or whatever, and he's been a detective, and you immediately your instinct is to trust this person, right? Because you're like, oh, they've been in law enforcement, like, you know, they seem trustworthy, so your instinct is to trust them. And like I said a little while ago, everyone kept telling me like, oh, all the things he had done, but like I had no idea how crazy it really got. And then all of a sudden I'm copyright struck for nothing, so of course I believe it now. You know what I mean?
Do you know that on his front page of his page it says you can use any of the items on this as long as you give me credit? I don't know if they altered it, but his original site had that on there, and I don't remember who pulled it and showed me, but it's pretty interesting.
Was that on his website?
Yeah, on the original, the interview room. Like I said, people have the picture of it, and I don't know exactly who, but I could find out. But you could see right there. It says, you know, you may use parts of this, blah blah blah, but he just wanted credit for the site or the picture or whatever.
Right. I mean, that's normal to do with like if you're showing clips of somebody's channel, but like if you're showing their picture from a thumbnail, nah, hell nah. And then if you're showing stuff from their video, I mean, the respectable thing to do, the polite thing to do is put the link to their video. But I don't know, man. I wonder this is what I wonder, Kira. You know what I wonder? I wonder if he struck the people that were out there sticking up for them. Do you think that he copyright struck them?
He has copyright. I know he did share. I know that the Nomadic Trek had a person that was kind of helping him out. It's got like Scientific Skeptical or something was his name. Just for talking about him, he got a bullying cease and desist. I mean, I think what happened was he realized how much he unraveled his entire like reputation himself. But there's a guy named Just Larry, and he's like some retired politician kind of guy, and he was going to give Chris a platform. But what he did was he went and dug up all the Roe stuff and sort of explained it to a new crowd because we're younger, we didn't know about what happened with that girl that died. You know what I'm talking about, and the settlement and everything. And then Just Larry got a message from Chris saying, "Hey, I'd like to come onto your channel and defend myself." And then Larry wrote him an email back and said, "Okay, well, let's come on over and we'll do blah, blah, blah." The next night, McDonough's over there on Tiffany Marie's page saying, "Oh, this guy Just Larry, some old hack. He would want to have a lawyer there for me to come and talk on his channel, and he's just a big..." And I noticed, like, at that point, every single person who had a beef with him, he was coming after hard. It didn't matter if it was true or not. And to me, even if he does have this channel back, it's just like with KJ. If we don't keep speaking truth to the things that they lie about, they're going to end up being the kind of people who take over, and the voices of truth aren't going to be heard.
Yep, and there's only so long you can keep that going, right? If you stop believing every little thing that you people that so and so tells you about the Joe guy you don't like, then I mean, where's that going to leave you? You're going to end up pushing more people away, and more people are starting to see that. And I get a lot of shit for liking Tiffany Marie. Like I don't know her history. I don't understand why
nice
people
person,
don't like
but
her. We don't. I don't understand why people don't like her. Like, yeah, she likes Chris, okay, like whatever. But like, what if there's anyone out in the audience, or maybe even you, Kara, if can tell me why everybody has a problem with Tiffany Marie? I don't understand it. I don't know about it. And she's always been very nice to me.
I think her mistake was Chris is a big deal. He came on her channel early on to sort of help her, but she blindly went with what he said. She didn't use any critical thinking. She didn't ask any questions. I mean, the morning the channel was down, she was on there for half an hour crying and gathering people, and we're going to blah, 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 thinking it all had to do with Sharon Benny going crazy. Nobody could stop and look at the bigger picture. I need to let you go here because I'm supposed to be teaching right now. But the last thing I want to tell you is really important to me. When they were all looking for Summer and looking for Brian, there was a kid who was found. And he was like a 3-year-old in the wilderness for 2 days or something. And that kind of stuff we need more and more in the true crime community. It's just, I don't care if it's 5 minutes. You can talk about Chris McDonough the whole time and say, look, something good did happen. There is always hope. And I think if we could start moving a little, in baby steps towards positive things, it wouldn't feel so toxic and ugly. I mean, it's almost starting to feel like the beauty community a little bit. And I still can't put on makeup. But I appreciate you giving me a moment, but I really think we have to find something in this that sustains us, and hearing about those good things is what that is. Okay?
Okay, Carol, thank you for coming up and spreading some positivity. I appreciate that.
I'm not spreading much but my cheeks. But anyway, I'll talk to you later. That sounds bad. I didn't mean that.
That's so funny. Spreading it like my cheeks, she said. That was random. Mario, I see you backstage, but I don't know, man. I gotta see who you are first backstage, honey. You gotta just show me something. What was I just gonna say? Somebody, comment on the screen. Duh. So, mermaid in the ICU. Mermaid in the ICU. Oh boy, I hope there's water there. He didn't strike Duty Ron or police off the cuff though, and they spoke out against him. Wonder why that is. That's a really good point, right? Like she said, he's only striking like the smaller channels, right? Because it's easier to bully somebody smaller than you, right? It's harder to bully somebody bigger than you. Just saying. Duty Ron, right? I wonder why. Because you know what? Duty Ron's a good guy, you guys. I really like him. I think he is just like an awesome dude. I love his channel. When I'm out there mowing my lawn, I listen to Duty Ron all the time. And I like his partner there he has on from New York. He's also a retired detective too. I think he worked in the homicide area. What is his name? But anyways, I love Duty Ron. I think he's awesome. But they'd be held to pay if he struck Duty Ron, right? But you got little old me and little old Kay Baxter and another housewife and all these other channels who are very, very small in comparison, right? And you're out here telling lies, and you can get your channel taken away for just that. If you send enough false copyright strikes, then you can get your channel taken away. That's what they say anyways. But YouTube in their terms of service, they seemingly only pick and choose when they want to have their rules stick, you know. But anyways, so what I was gonna do next is show you guys what did I see on Twitter that I wanted to show you? Hold on one second. Thank you, Joe Cool. Are you the Joe Cool from the auditing community, or are you a different Joe Cool? Because I know a Joe Cool that was a First Amendment auditor. Let's see here. I'm gonna type in Chris McDonough copyright strike on Twitter here. One second. Let me share my screen. Okay. Here we go. Sorry, guys. Sorry, one second here. I'm trying to make it work. Found it. All right. So, from Chicago. Oh my God. Hi, Joe Cool. I know who you are. I know who you, like, I used to. Are you him? Are you just saying, yeah, him from Chicago? Is that you, or is it someone else? I can't tell. Are you the real Joe Cool, or do you just know who Joe Cool is and you're saying, you know? But if you're Joe Cool, you need to call in and do the laugh, because I like when you laugh. You're the best laugh ever. If you're really the Joe Cool. I don't know if I believe you, though. All right, what was I doing here? Okay. This is why. The Shag tweet. Okay, so it did say that. There was a live stream scheduled tonight on Not Another Housewife's YouTube channel that was P-bombed, a planned mass attack, because it would expose 187 CM threats. He's using social media to harass and bully. And isn't this ironic, don't you think? It's like Chris McDonough and his YNS. All right, anyways, it says, hi, everyone. If you see anyone slandering my name or threatening me, please report here. Well, I'd like to file a report about a false report. You have a place I can file reports on false reports? So let me know, okay? Oh, boy. No, I know. And I think the term boomer is funny because I call myself a boomer, right? Because I'm like pushing 40, whatever. And I am bad with electronics and whatnot. But Chris, I've heard a million people call him that, right? Probably because he doesn't know how to. Oh, somebody had a funny joke on my last video. They were like, what did they say? They said something like, he's like the grandpa that you want to get off Facebook or something. Because he kept saying it was that dude on Twitter. And like I said, I didn't drag Chris last time I had a stream. I just said, I think that majority of us knew, right? Let's be real. I think majority of us knew that, you know, Nomadic Trek was not Brian, right? But like I said, he ran with that. Not only did he run, he sprinted. He's still going. He still ain't said sorry, right? And there's another channel I want to show you guys, right? It's a dude who calls out Chris really well, all right? Really well. And the dude has a story time, and he's got a peaceful voice. Oh, there's my thumbnail. Remember how I couldn't get it up? I'm going to show you guys. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. All right. See that red box? I don't want to click on it because it will stop playing the video, and then I'll have a boomer moment, and I'll be like, no, not the video, the thumbnail, blah. So anyways, there it is. Okay. As you can see, for those of you who don't know, if you make an artistic change to somebody else's stuff, it is the definition of fair use. Fair use is transformative. Does Chris have a photo of himself 4 times in red? I don't think so. That's called transformative. Get familiar. All right? All right. Okay, so where was I going next? Hold on. I want to tell you guys this little, I wanted to show you. Hold on. He's going to really be mad about this thumbnail. Chris, what do you think of that one? Boomer McStrikey? Which one's better, Chris? The first one or this one? I don't know. Let me know. Anyways, the point of what I'm trying to say is, guys, you can't just go at anybody that doesn't agree with what you say. That's not how the world works, okay? It's just not. If that was the case, I would have been booed off YouTube by now, because I've had a million people make videos. Half of them are straight up lies, and I just laugh and keep scrolling. So if somebody on his level who has, I don't know, what does he have, like 87,000 subscribers or something like that? If you can't handle it and you're supposed to be like, you know, a retired law enforcement dude, like that says a lot. It says a lot about your ego. You know what I'm saying? Your ego. If you can't handle it. Oh, Blood Money. Oh, look at little Blood Money. Where you been, little Blood Money, huh? I'm glad his ass is gone. I'll tell you that much. I am glad. Okay, this is what I want. Kay Baxter. Here we go. I'm going to show you guys. I hope Kay Baxter don't mind. I did link her in my description. Shout out to Kay Baxter. I'm going to let her tell her story on her video. I'm going to play that for you. Here we go.
Welcome to Conversations with Kay, where I just tell it like use a video of his. So what is he talking about? Welcome to Conversations with Kay, where I just tell it like it is. And apparently this makes a lot of people mad, including Chris McDonough. Yes, this is what I got today. Not just one, but two takedown requests, strikes against my YouTube channel by Chris McDonough, the interview room. The irony of him doing this to my channel. Can he not see it? I mean, he has to see it, right? Oh my gosh, you can't make this stuff up. I'm telling you. As you can see, YouTube did not agree with him and did not follow through with the strikes. So let's just read this. The person who used our video strongly dislikes us and harassed us by stating false claims about us while rebroadcasting our videos. They are trying to profit off our video and are not using it in fair use. They are using it to spread misinformation about us. Please review again. The photograph in question is copyrighted material and is part of our branding for our LLC, and we do not authorize anybody to use it without permission. Blah, blah, blah. Wow, Chris, really? You gonna do this? First of all, I never, ever used any part of his videos. I never rebroadcast any of his videos. I didn't even use clips of his videos. So let's just get that straight. Okay? Regarding the picture I used in the thumbnail, let's look at all of his thumbnails. Look at all of these pictures. So if we went by Chris's theory, all these people could copyright strike his channel for using their pictures without their permission, right? The Petito family, the Wells family, and all the other people that he's put their picture in his video thumbnails. Chris, how many strikes would that be if all these people struck your channel for using their pictures? You might want to think about that. Karma is a bitch, as they say. Now, there's also in the YouTube terms of service the little part that says if you keep striking a channel falsely, you can lose your YouTube channel. So if I was you, I would stop. What I suspect happened is that today he started just copyright striking every channel that said anything about him. Because obviously I did not ever use a video of his. So what is he talking about? So either he's really confused or he's trying to strike a bunch of channels all at once and just put me under the same umbrella, even though, because I obviously never used any parts of his videos. I can, just like he can, because I'm a commentary channel. So I can use clips of his videos if I want to, as long as I'm commentating on them. So Chris, you need to understand. I don't know how long you've been around YouTube. Your channel, number one, is way bigger than mine. So I don't know why you're worried about my channel with 4,000 subs. It's kind of funny, really. But it's not good YouTube etiquette to copyright strike another YouTuber for false claims. We just don't do that to each other. It's the YouTube etiquette. You don't do this to other creators. I didn't never strike you. I didn't do, the only time YouTubers should strike each other is when it's something really out there, really blatant, really bad. But for silly stuff like this, where you're just mad because I have my own opinion that does not agree with yours, does not mean you get to strike my channel. That's poor form, very poor form. And to all of Chris's fans coming in my comments on the other video and insisting that that is Brian Laundrie on Twitter under the Nomadic Trek account. You can't possibly believe that. You really think the FBI is letting Brian Laundrie tweet on Twitter every day? Come on. Y'all are smarter than that. You got to be smarter than that. Stop it. He never did reply to my tweet that I sent him hours ago when I got the copyright notices from YouTube. So I thought I'd look around his Twitter today. Look at this. Choice dilemma. What should I do if someone continues to bother me? Thinking about it currently. That's funny, Chris, because so am I. I'm thinking about it too. And I'm pretty sure Nomadic Trek's thinking about it too. I guess we can all think about this together. And look, this post is still up. So for all his fans that keep coming to the comments in my other video, saying that he never said it was confirmed that that was Brian Laundrie's secret Twitter account, here it is again. It's still on his channel. And yes, he did get his YouTube channel back. I was pretty impressed, actually, that he got it back. But notice he did have to take down the offensive videos. Now, I am surprised that this tweet's still up. I don't think it's in your best interest to leave it up, Chris, but you do you. If you want to leave it up, you leave it up, I guess. I don't think it's going to bode well for you, but... And here's another account that is relentlessly, in my opinion, harassing Nomadic Trek. And I wonder who could be behind this account. I don't know who's behind this account, so I'm not going to say because I don't know. See how that works, Chris? I'm not going to accuse anybody because I don't know. Just like you didn't know who was behind the Nomadic Trek account, in my opinion. And yep, that's the great thing about YouTube. We can all give our opinions here and have a good time, and people can get mad about it, and that's okay. You could have privately messaged me or emailed me, but nope, you went straight to YouTube. Just very bad YouTube etiquette there. But I think he's...
Hey, Sue Elliott, I got your message on Instagram about Roadhog, but I can't find his Twitter account. Hey, thank you, Bohemian Babs, for the super sticker. I appreciate that. Yeah, and she ain't wrong. You're absolutely right, guys. She ain't wrong. All she did was use him in the thumbnail like I did, right? But she got a way more descript reason. They're trying to make money off us, blah, blah, blah. Like, really, Chris? Come on. Just stop that, man. It's not a good way to get liked on YouTube to go off doing this. And if you're going to do it to the little channels, then you got to do it to the big channels too. Or are you scared of the big channels? Stacy, you did? Where? Oh, okay. I think I know where. All right. So I'm going to play the rest of this video while I look for that link. Thanks, guys. Just had to stop real quick and ask. Hold on. Here we go. Let's play it's only a couple minutes left to Kate Baxter's video.
He's going to learn. Because one of these days he's going to tangle with the wrong channel. And it's not going to be one like mine with 4,000 subs. He may get in over his head as he climbs up the ladder of YouTube. But yeah, I just had to talk about this because I thought it was so ironic that given what he has done, that he would come after my channel when I didn't do anything wrong. So yeah, if people treated him the same way he treated me, he'd probably have about 100 copyright strikes today for photographs, right? I mean, I'm just guessing at 100. I don't know, because I'm not going to go count how many pictures he's used. But yeah, it's probably more than 100. I don't know. But I feel bad for Nomadic Trek. Whoever this person is, I think they've taken it pretty well. I do know they have talked to an attorney. I also think it's interesting that everybody thinks that Nomadic Trek is a man. But sometimes I think it's a woman. But I don't know. So see, I'm not going to put that out there as a fact. I'm just saying, in my opinion, it could be a woman. Just feels that way to me. But that's just an opinion. It's not a fact. Oh my gosh, the things we go through on YouTube. Anyway, for all of his fans, I'm sure you're going to let me know what you think. Yes, Chris got his channel back, but if he keeps false striking mine, he may not have it very long. Because, yeah, YouTube doesn't look at that real fondly, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully, he'll go on his merry way and leave me alone. You know, I probably would have never made another video about Chris McDonough until he struck my channel. And then I felt like I had to make another video. Unlike him and many others, I don't make video after video after video about certain cases in the media just to cash in. Yeah, I don't do that. So I was pretty much done with this till you messed with me again today, Chris. So, you know, if you keep it up, I'll keep making more videos, because then I'll have to keep answering. But y'all let me know what you think down in the comments. If you disagree with me, that's fine. Just be respectful. I hope you all had a wonderful day today. Hold your family close, because that's what really matters.
Yeah, I don't know. I tried to get to Roadhog's thing, but he has a private Twitter account, guys. I can't get it. But yes, that is Kay Baxter's video, as you can see. And I'm glad that she spoke out on it. It's really ironic, because yesterday when she made this video, I literally commented in her comment section that, oh my God, you got that for a thumbnail? I have him in my thumbnail. Oh boy. And she was like, girl, you better check your email. And maybe he went and watched this video, because obviously he's in YouTube typing in his name for the latest content where anyone talks about him, because, you know, don't want to hurt his big ego or whatnot. So, and sure enough, it's funny, because after I wrote it, I'm like, man, maybe I shouldn't have commented that, because now he's going to be like, oh, you feeling left out, T-Spiracy? I'll send your ass one too, right? So that's what happened. That's what you get, you know? But it's just weird. But it's crazy if you go through her comments, how many other people are like, oh my God, he's doing this to everybody. Boomer McStrikey. Yup, that's his new name. Boomer McStrikey. Really. Boomer McStrikey. Thank you, Earthling. And yeah. So let me hop on. I want to show you guys one more thing before I go here. And it's the dude who I'm assuming it's a dude. I think he says the guy, so I'm gonna go with it. But here it is. Okay. Nomadic Trek, you know. I'm like 99% sure that it's a guy. So here we go. Let me show you this. So somebody said on Twitter, I've seen extensive targeted harassment of Nomadic Trek and conclude this is exactly what reporting is for. So anyways, there are people who are like, yo, I've seen this dude get targeted, right? And then he said, thanks. And then he goes on to say, it's worthwhile, but it's going to take a long-term vigilant effort after I'm gone to, you know, basically stop people like Chris, right? And his little people, right? That's why I had to have subscribers only on today and slow it down. Make sure I have moderators here, because there's some of his followers are doing not so nice things to channels, you know? And I think that we can all agree. And if you're a follower of Chris's, right, and you like what he does, and you're one of the people that stick up for him and whatnot, you were there, right, when he said, if I'm wrong, I'll apologize to Nomadic Trek, right, guys? Do you guys remember that? Press 1 in the chat if you remember when Chris McDonough said he would apologize if he was wrong. Well, I think we can all conclude that he's wrong, right? And furthermore, why didn't he, instead of taking it to his YouTube channel, why didn't he take it to the FBI if he was so sure, right? Anyways, 1. You owe that dude an apology. You sat up there, Chris, and you said, I'm a man of my word. If he shows me a chin, I'll say sorry. I'll say sorry. That's what you said. You said you say sorry, and you didn't. You haven't said sorry yet, okay? I cracked myself up. All right, guys. Anyways, I just wanted to come on and say, be nice to your fellow creator. Don't send out false strikes. When you have someone attack your channel and try to take it down for false reasons like you claim, right, Chris? You're going to go out here and do it to other people? That's just not right. You guys like my Chris voice? Anyways, you owe the dude an apology. No matter Trek deserves an apology. Definitely does. All right. A. Andrew says, I've been trying to warn folks about the inner room since he was doing Summer's Case Dirty. He even went as far to do a video the day after he originally came after the Twitter guy confirming his ID. Yep. And, for a while I was like, oh, okay, he was the reason why we got to see inside of Summerwell's house, right? And that was cool and whatnot, but like, who are we to see inside their house, right? Like, that was a great interview he got. It really was. And that's kind of when he got my attention, right? Because I think that majority of us can agree, like, wow, seeing the inside of that house was, it said a lot, right? It said a real lot. It really did. That little girl is still missing, bless her heart. And anyways, okay. I'm going to hell in a handbasket, but something wrong says you're supposed to say okay at the end of every sentence. Now listen, I love A Balance. You guys know I talk highly of AB. I think he is awesome. He's got a great sense of humor. I remember the first time, I think it was the first time he played a Chris McDonough video. I was in his live chat, and we were all there, and then after every sentence, Chris would say, okay, where is Summer? Okay. He would say, and after a while, I'm like, yo, I am not under the influence of anything. I am in recovery, but I could swear this dude is saying, okay, after every sentence, like very, very quietly, right? Okay. every sentence, okay. I think he kind of stopped doing that though, but I don't really watch him anymore. Anyways, so yeah. Stacy says, at this point, an apology wouldn't be sincere. If you double down, you don't think you did anything wrong, right? Right? Double downtown. Where's my planet? Where is it? I gotta show it. Hold on. This is what double downtown looks like, you guys. Okay? If you want to live on double downtown, you gotta have to get in with Leon. And if you don't know Leon, then you need to. Okay? So that's double downtown. On a double downtown is off in our galaxy in a faraway land. Okay? That's double downtown. Nope, this side. Planet double downtown. That's where all the people, all the Chris McDonoughs of the world, that's where they live. And then Leon has to like be the voice of reason in between double downtown and here. It's a whole story, but you can follow Leon on Twitter. Okay, if you don't know Leon, he's my mascot, my best friend. I met him in 1994. That's a story for another day. He showed up outside my house in the sky. You don't want to know about it, all right? But anyways, guys, thanks for showing up. I know I should do that. I've been working on new merch, Bad Art Tangent. I have new coffee cups. Leon is Julie's boyfriend. Absolutely. He's a lucky guy. Look at Julie. She's a beautiful girl. Leon got Julie in the bag. I mean, you don't want it with Leon. Okay? Leon knows everything. Leon's, I co-signed Julie and Leon being together. I think they're a great couple. Leon's just my friend. I never liked him like that, but I can't wait till him and Julie's wedding. It's gonna be fun. Stay the course. Stay the course. All right, guys, I gotta go. All right, thanks, Karma. I just try to have fun. I really do, because like if we don't laugh, we just cry, right? And I don't like crying. Do you guys like crying? I don't like crying. But anyways, okay, guys. See you later. Stop striking channels. Okay? Okay?